It's almost the end of the year, and I wanted to give a quick update on a few things related to some videos I made, but most importantly, I got this comment a month ago on my quitting caffeine video, and I realized it's been a whole year since I gave up drinking caffeine, mostly caffeinated coffee, and I wanted to thank everyone who watched my video, but also to those that took the time to comment. For everyone who shared how they too were trying to quit, keep going. And if it's your first time on my channel and haven't seen that video, I'll link to it below. It's got some really good info. If you're thinking about quitting or cutting back, it's not easy, but it is worth it. If you watch this, I hope you find a spark of motivation or inspiration, or at the very least, reduce the amount of caffeine you're consuming. If you are someone that drinks 1 cup of coffee a day or maybe 3 cups a week, this video isn't for you. I used to drink 3 cups a day for years, and if you drink coffee, energy drinks, or lots of soda, definitely consider cutting back in the new year. The more I think about it, it's been one of the best decisions of my life. And I know people like lists, so I'm gonna give you 3 reasons that you should quit or really cut down on your caffeine. The first reason is better sleep. Seriously, as you know, people talk about getting more and better sleep all the time, like it's a magic cure-all. But for whatever reason, we're always sort of resistant because we'd rather be doing something or anything else, like watching all that TV out there, or getting sucked into scrolling on social media, or hustle culture, or a side gig, or just living, working, raising kids, life. Sometimes we want to stay up because we can, or because we want some time to ourselves. What I had noticed this year after getting off of caffeine is I'm getting better sleep despite having a house full of small children, all under the age of 6, who get up at all sorts of hours. And I too stay up later than I should, making these videos. Typically I film at night. I watch TV, but come midnight or 1 o'clock, I can get some sleep. And I'm typically up at 5:30 a.m. or 6:30 to take on the day, usually because the littlest one is up. Hey, it's me, Alex, and I'm in the middle of editing this video at almost midnight the very next day. It's sort of blended into each other. It's just, I want to be completely honest with you, so I thought this was a perfect opportunity. I literally just said that I get up around 5:30, 6 o'clock, usually because of the little one, and well, someone did make a surprise appearance very early this morning, and I'm still up and I still have the energy to edit this video. So I never want you to think that I'm BSing you, and I'm just trying to be as genuine as possible. But anyway, I got to bed at 1, and well, I'll let earlier Alex tell you all about it. I got to bed at 1 in the morning, and the little one, you got up at 4:50. Ooh, you woke up the oldest and the middle one. The oldest had a bloody nose. Yeah. So I got them both back to bed. The little one was with mom for about an hour, and now it's 6 a.m. Party time. Which leads me to point number 2, more energy. I know this sounds like a contradiction. I know you might be thinking, you don't get that much sleep and you have small kids. Aren't you like tired all the time? Yeah, I'm still human, but I have more sustained energy throughout the day. So many people associate caffeine with that energy kick, but I don't have those dips like I would when I was drinking caffeinated coffee. I wake up not as groggy, and I can go from 6 a.m. to about 9:30 p.m. And by then I'm off to the gym, which wakes me up. Normally I would be too tired to go to the gym in the morning, or too tired to go at night, or find some other excuse that I wasn't ever that motivated. But I did this video on fasting for 5 days, trying to lose 10 pounds. And since then, around mid-July, I started working out in my garage, and I've stayed motivated and dedicated and energized to meet my goals. And in that video, I outlined 7 things I wanted to do to get back into shape, and I'm well on my way to achieving my goals. And I know that brings me to my last point. I've lost 30 pounds in 4 months, from July to November, and I'm probably in the best shape I've ever been, ever. And I've lost a lot of stomach fat, and I can finally start to see my abs, and I don't know. I started around 200 pounds, and I went all the way down to 167, and I feel lighter. And I know this sounds silly, but I'm not spending so much energy sucking in my gut. And I know this is just the beginning, and I'm still figuring it out as I go along. I've joined a gym now, I've started taking creatine, and I'm moving towards building more muscle. And I know all of this is important for a middle-aged dad like myself. And if you want to know what I did in phase 1, ate at a deficit, changed up my diet to include more protein, tracked and counted my calories, I I walked 5 days a week. I exercised 2, maybe 3 times a week, lifting heavy. I'll share that in the description as well. But what does that have to do with giving up coffee, or more accurately, caffeine? Well, more internal motivation. You see, everyone looks to caffeine as that pick-me-up, but everyone needs to know that your body adapts so you don't get that pick-me-up benefit. Not for someone like me that was drinking 3 to 4 cups, clocking in at 400 to 600 milligrams of caffeine. It's a lot, and if you're drinking energy drinks, it's probably a lot more. Once I was off that much caffeine, I was finally getting better sleep, I was having more energy, and I had more drive to get things done. I always said I wanted to get into better shape for my family, but I didn't, or at least it didn't stick. So I don't know if it's entirely giving up coffee. I know that would seem a little silly, but I do have to say I've been feeling a lot better about myself, so making these changes felt easier than ever before. I didn't need something external to give me that pick-me-up. I could just do it. Now, there is some research that says coffee can be used prior to working out to give you that extra energy to lift more, but not if your body is hijacked by caffeine and the negatives outweigh the possible positives. Studies show that 3 to 4 cups of coffee a day can have some health benefits, sure, like lowering risks of stroke, but again, I just don't think that outweighs the benefit of getting better sleep and having more energy to do things like working out, which improves your mental health as well as it's a helpful tool to try to lose some weight. And a Harvard study showed that decaf coffee also has the potential health benefits, so you can still enjoy coffee and just not have the caffeine. So I guess I just wanted to say thanks to everyone that's been supporting me by subscribing and commenting and just watching. And I want to wish you all a happy new year. And if you're looking to make some changes, be it quitting coffee or getting into shape, let me know. I don't know if people make New Year's resolutions anymore, but you can start doing something anytime. I'm looking forward to some great things in the new year, and I'm wishing you the same. So here's to more food content and food conversation. And I've been reading a lot about a variety of topics on food, nutrition, weight loss, and I'm hoping to share and talk about that too in the new year. And at the same time, still sharing some fun and delicious recipes. Until then, thanks again, and Happy New Year.